Mastering Time, Mastering Life, a journey through time and truth. In the beginning, before the measurement of hours and minutes, God established time itself. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, Genesis 1 verse 1. Time is a framework through which we experience His creation. But have you ever considered that time is more than just a ticking clock? It is subjective, fluid, and deeply personal. We often live as if time is rigid, dictated by schedules and deadlines. But what if we could master time, not by controlling the clock, but by shaping our perception of it? Teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom, Psalm 90 verse 12. True wisdom is not found in counting minutes, but in valuing each moment as part of God's greater plan. The personal experience of time. Imagine a man named David. He recalls attending a football game with his friend, James. For David, the experience began the moment he decided to buy a ticket. For James, it began when they stepped into the stadium. And when did it end? David felt it ended when they left the parking lot, while James believed it ended when he got home and replayed the game's highlights. Each person's perception of time was different, yet both were true to their own experience. This mirrors how we perceive life itself. Some people live in the past, their present shaped by memories of what was. Others are so future-focused that they miss the beauty of now. Forget the former things, do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Isaiah 43 verses 18 to 19. God calls us to a balance, a present rooted in His promises, aware of our past, and hopeful for the future. The power of perspective. David began to wonder, have I ever truly experienced a beginning or an end? He didn't remember being born, and he had yet to experience death. All he knew was the stream of life he was living. This realization shook him. Had he been assigning meaning to life arbitrarily, without seeking God's truth? Then he read Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1, there is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. He saw that while he assigned beginnings and endings, God had already set seasons in motion. His job was not to control time but to align his perspective with God's divine timing. Reframing time to shape destiny. David decided to conduct an exercise. He imagined his 10 years younger self standing before him. That younger man had been struggling, recently out of a depression, on the brink of a divorce. If David could travel back in time and tell his younger self about his life now, he knew it would bring hope. Then, he flipped the exercise. What if his 10 years older self visited him today? What wisdom would his future self share? Would he encourage David to trust God more, to live boldly, to embrace each season without fear? This brought to mind Proverbs 16 verse 9, in their hearts, humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. He realized that while he could dream and envision, ultimate fulfillment would come from trusting God's direction. Your life, your time, your meaning. Just as David learned, we shape our experiences by how we define our moments. If we dwell on pain, we extend suffering. If we embrace lessons, we grow. And if we align with God's timing, we thrive. Be very careful, then, how you live, not as unwise but as wise, making the most of every opportunity, because the days are evil, Ephesians 5 verses 15 to 16. Takeaway, redeem the time. Time is not your enemy, it is your canvas. God has given you the ability to shape your experience by how you perceive time. Instead of letting it slip through your fingers, take ownership of it. View your past with grace, your present with gratitude, and your future with faith. Reflection, what would your 10 years older self tell you today? How can you align your perception of time with God's eternal wisdom? Master your perception of time, and you will master how you live. And in all things, trust that God is the author of your story.
This is the inspiration of God and considered very good by Garry Conan Doyle. Good morning, my beloved one. Before the noise, before the plans, before the world begins to pull at you, pause with me. You've opened your eyes, but I've never taken mine off you. While you slept, I was still working, healing, arranging, holding back what would have overwhelmed you. Today isn't random. It's written, and I placed you in this moment on purpose. Let me remind you, I'm not only the maker of days, I am the master of time. So don't rush, don't dread, don't carry what I've already lifted. Listen closely now, because this is the rhythm of your morning and the reason I woke you up. I would have you know it, the great I am that is the author and master of time. Good morning, my child, awake and arise. The sun paints gold across the skies. Each moment whispers, soft and bright, a canvas stretched in morning light. Time is a river, steady and wide. Yet you hold the oars, I stand as your guide. Not in the ticking, nor in the chime, but in the meaning you give to time. Yesterday's echoes may call your name. Tomorrow's whispers play the same. But here, my love, is where you stand. Not lost to clocks, but held in my hand. So step with joy, embrace today. Let worry and regret fall away. 4 times not lost, nor ever late, when lived with love and shaped by faith. You cannot run out of time, only out of attention for what truly matters. Now go, my child, make this day shine. Mastering time, mastering life, divine. Today is a fresh canvas, painted with gratitude, love, and laughter. Penned by Garry Conan Doyle, in worship of God's wonderful glory.
Hey, thanks for listening. If you're still here, something in this story or song clicked with you. So here's a little secret. When you hit thumbs up, it tells the YouTube gremlins, hey, more of this. And if you subscribe, it's like saying, yeah, I want in. So go ahead, tap like, hit subscribe, and make sure you don't miss what's next. Because this ride, it's just getting started.